Hello everybody, my name is Carlon3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one we're covering another deck profile video for you guys, and in this one we are covering the Sunavalon / Sunvine / Sunseed archetype. Yeah, there's three technically different archetypes, but they all gel well together. I don't know why they gave them different names when they all basically are the same archetype, but they all gave them different names for some reason. So yeah, this was all these archetypes were released from Ghost from the Past, which got released just today, as a matter of fact. So yeah, so a couple things before I get into the deck profile. One, this is not going to be like a tier 1 deck or anything like that. It's not going to challenge Dragon Link or anything. Now, I think it's a couple support cards away from reaching that potential, but right now it's just like a fun deck to play with. I like its OTK potential as well, but going first, you really don't have that much things to do yet. Such as, I know a lot of people, our second thing, and this goes into my second thing is we're only going to be covering the cards that are released in the TCG. I know a lot of people like to play this Link 4 called Bengalis, the Samsardic Cycle, which is a very good Link 4 plant monster for the Sunvines, but it's just not currently released yet. And that's why I think this deck has potential once it all gets more support, just such as like the Link monster, or maybe start releasing other cards that help the negations as well. So yeah, only cards that are released in the TCG right now. So that brings it really down to where it's like bottom tier of Rogue, if that. But it's still a very fun deck to play with. I cannot lie about that. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. Starting off with the 3 Rescue Rabbit. We need to play Rescue Rabbit because this deck revolves around a normal monster, so we need to bring out those normal monsters as fast as we could. If you don't know Rescue Rabbit's effect, it's basically banish this face-up card you control, special summon 2 level 4 or lower normal monsters from your deck with the same name. And then destroy them during the end phase, but usually you're going to link them off during the end anyways, so that bottom effect really doesn't matter. So yeah, Rescue Rabbit, a very, very, very good card to play in the deck. Now, the normal monster you would most likely pull, well, the only normal monster in the entire deck you want to pull out is Sunseed Genesis Loci. Again, it's a normal monster, it's 0 attack, 600 defense, not that much to cover about it, but a lot of the cards revolve around the spell card Sunvine Shrine, which we'll cover in just a bit, goes around this card. There's a Link monster that if you use this card's Link material, you can actually search out Sunvine Shrine. So yeah, there's a couple of cards in the deck that actually revolves around this. So playing 3 of this is without a doubt. We're playing 3 Sunseed Shadow. Sunseed Shadow's effect, if you control a plant normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then if you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 Link 2 or lower Sunavalon or Sunvine monster you control, special summon 1 monster with the same name from your extra deck, negate its effect, and then for the rest of the turn you cannot special summon except for plant monster. So yeah, without a doubt, you want to play 3 because it can special summon itself. You have ways to search it in the deck, and then this helps you get into the Link 4 monster a lot more easier as well. We're playing 3 Lone Fire Blossom, a very good staple in any plant deck. If you don't know the effect, once per turn, tribute 1 face-up plant monster. You can just tribute itself. Special summon 1 plant monster from your deck. This can help you get into the normal monster, or something like Sunseed Shadow or Spore, which we'll just cover in just 1 second. So yeah, this is a very good card to play. We are playing 3 Parallel Lexi. This is a very, very weird choice because this is the only monster that is not a plant monster in the deck. Now, why we're playing this can actually help you out in some plays with an XYZ monster. That's why I'll cover this when we get into the extra deck monsters. But I am playing 3 Parallel Lexi without a doubt. But if you want to take it out, I would not judge you or anything for that. If you want to just play more plant monsters in here. We're playing Sunvine Maiden. This is a very interesting choice because Sunvine Maiden ain't the best card in the world, but I still think it's a good card to play in the deck because it's a level 1. It'll help you get into Link monsters and stuff like that. So its effect is if when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a plant monster you control that will special summon from the extra deck, so basically any of the plant Link monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do negate that effect, you can only use the effect of Sunvine Maiden once per turn, and your opponent cannot target Sunavalon / Sunvine spell or traps you control with card effects while it's on the field. So basically it's a negation effect, so it's basically kind of like a hand trap, but it needs to be something that targets the plant monsters first off. So yeah, I think it's very, very good card to play in the deck. I think a 2 of is fine. I think 3 of might be just a little too much. And then we're playing the 1 Spore to finish out the monsters. This can be summoned off something like Lone Fire Blossom. So basically, Spore's effect is that if this card's in the graveyard, you can banish one other plant monster from your graveyard. Spell summon this card, and if you do, increase its level by the level of the banished monster. You can only use this effect of Spore once per duel, so that's why we're only playing 1, because a once per duel effect. So yeah, Spore is a very good card. It can help you keep extending and stuff like that. That's why we are playing Spore. And that is it when it comes to the monsters. Now on to the spells and traps. We are playing 3 Unexpected Die because we're playing a normal monster that revolves around the deck. So we're playing Unexpected Die is a very good card. 3 of, without a doubt. It's not even once per turn, but then again, you have to control the monster to activate it. So this will bring out your Sunseed Genesis Loci from the deck very easily. We're playing the 3 Where Arf Thou. If you control a level 1 monster, add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase of this turn. Take 2,000 damage if you did not normal summon the added monster, or a card with the same name after activating this card. Taking 2,000 damage is not that bad. Usually you want to search out something like Sunseed Shadow or Spore or Sunvine Maiden, up to you. There's a couple targets in the deck you can search out with this, but you have to control a level 1 monster on the field to activate its effect. We got 2 Super Solar Nutrient. You can activate this card by trading me 1 level 2 or lower plant type monster. Special summon 1 plant type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the level of the tributed monster on the field plus 3. So if you tributed a level 1 monster, you can only special summon a plant monster that is level 4 or lower. So yeah, that's a very, very good card. So it's, yeah, I without a doubt play this card. It can help you out bring out something like Spore or something like Sunseed Shadow, because Sunseed Shadow helps you get into the Link 4 way easier than it's because if you don't have it, it's going to end up costing you more just to get to that Link 4. So very good card to have in the deck without doubt. I think 3 might be a little too much. I think 2 is a perfectly fine. 2 Sunvine Shrine. So this is another spell card for the deck. It's a continuous spell card, as a matter of fact. You can activate this card by sending 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. So you have to, when you activate this card, you have to send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Then, while you control a Sunvaline Link monster, you cannot special summon. Oh no, my bad. So you activate this card by sending 1 card from your hand to the graveyard while you control a Sunvaline Link monster. So basically, if you have a Link monster on the field that's a Sunblind, that's when you can activate. You can't activate it any other time. You cannot spell summon monsters from the extra deck except for plant monsters. Okay. So once per turn during the main phase, this is when it gets very important. This is why this card is in this deck. Once per turn during the main phase, you can spell summon 1 level 4 or lower plant normal monster from your graveyard. So yeah, this can help you bring back Sunseed Genesis Loci from your graveyard. Very good. And when we get to the Link monsters, you'll see why it's good, because this will actually help you out searching out Sunvine Shrine, and then Shrine can bring back Sunseed from the deck. So yeah, very good card. And then its bottom effect is once per turn during the opponent's end phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, target 1 continuous trap in your graveyard, set it to your spell or trap zone. That is a generic continuous trap. Doesn't need to be a Sunvaline, but we're only playing 1 continuous trap in the deck, so we'll get into that just in 1 second. But yeah, we're just playing 2 of it because you can search it out through the Link monsters, which I'll cover in just 1 second. So 2 of it is fine without a doubt. And then to finish off the spells, we're playing the 1-for-1. If you don't know its effect, it's a very broken effect. Send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon 1 level 1 monster from your hand or deck. Very, very good card. And then for the trap lineup, we're just playing the 1 Sunblind Bloom, which can also be searched out in the deck. That's why we're playing 1, but it's a very good card. But it's very hard to get activation. So basically, when this card is activated, if you control a Link 4 or higher plant monster, when this effect resolves, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. So yeah, basically, when you pop this up, if you Link 4 or higher plant monster on the field, negate all effects on the field or your opponent's field. It's not like it's kind of like skill drain when it's activated, but it's not after it's activated as well. And then during damage calculation, if a plant link monster battles, you can activate this effect. It gains attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters it currently points to until the end of this turn. This effect remains even if this card leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Sunvine Bloom once per turn. So yeah, very, very good card. It's searchable. That's why we're only playing one of it. The Link 4 can actually search this out. So they're very, very good. Now on to some hand traps. We're playing 3 Infinite Imperms, which I guess counts as another trap. It's a very good card to have. 3 Ash Blossom, and then the 3 Frame Gear Gammas with the 1 Driver to finish out the 40 card deck. So that is it for the main deck. Now let's get into the extra deck. As you can see, it's loaded with just 3 ups. First off, we're starting off with Sunvine Thrasher, which requires 1 plant normal monster. If a Sunvalon Link monster you control leaves the field by card effect, destroy this card. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 Sunvalon Link monster on the field. This card gains attack equal to the Link rating times 800. And then when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon that monster to a zone a Link monster points to, but negate its effect. So it kind of has a Yugioh Guardian effect. So basically, you'll pull this out when you have the Link 4 out, and then you target the Link 4. It'll gain 3,200 attack off the Link 4, plus the 800 he already has. It makes him basically a Link 1 4,000 beat stick, which is very, very good. And then it has that Yugioh Guardian effect, which is very good as well. Definite 3 of, because but it does need only the normal monster to pull it out, which is unfortunate. But it's still a very good Link 1 monster to have in the deck. 3 of, without a doubt. We're playing 3 Sunvalon Dryas, which requires 1 level 4 or lower plant monster. If this card is Link summoned in the extra monster zone using the Sunseed Genus Loci, which is the normal monster for the deck, as material, you can add 1 Sunvine spell or trap from your deck to the hand. That is not once per turn. So if you get multiple of these using multiple of the normal monsters, you can search out multiple Sunvine Shrines. And it does say Sunvine spell or trap, but the only Sunvine spell or trap we're playing is Shrine. And then this card cannot be targeted for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Once per turn, if you take battle or effect damage, you can gain that much life points. If you do, special summon a Sunvine monster from your extra deck, which is a very good bottom effect that doesn't get used that much, but it's okay. That top effect, though, to search out the Sunvine spell or trap card is very good, however. We're playing a Link 2, which it doesn't really do anything. We're just using it as Link fodder into the Link 4, basically. It does have an effect. It's basically the bottom effect of the Link 1, but you get to use it twice per turn. And that's about it. So yeah, the Link 2 is just to use into the Link 4, which is Sunvalon Dryentria. I think that's how you say. I don't know how to say the Link 4. We're only playing 2 of it. Some decks or most decks play 1 of it, but I think it's just too important that you want to play 2 of it. So when this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 Sunvalon spell or trap card, which the only one we are playing is Sunblind Bloom. So yeah, and then, oh my bad. And then this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects and cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. All the Sunblind Link monsters have that effect. And then once per turn, you contribute 1 Link monster this card points to destroy as any number of cards your opponent controls up to the monster's Link rating, which if you tribute a Link 2, of course, you can destroy 2 monsters in the field, Link 3, go on, so on. So yeah, it's a very, very important card in the deck, a 2 of, without a doubt. Now on to other Link monsters we were playing. We're playing, I'm not even trying to pronounce the first name, but the last name is Jasmine, which requires 2 plant monsters. If your life points is higher than your opponent's, which it usually isn't, but this card and any plant monster it points to cannot be destroyed by battle. You contribute 1 monster this card points to, special summon 1 plant monster from your deck in defense position. You can only use the effect of Jasmine once per turn. And then a soft once per turn, if you gain life points, add 1 plant monster from your deck to your hand, which is okay as well. We're just another generic Link 2 plant monster we can play in the deck. It's why it's in here. We're playing Phoenix and Unicorn, which is very hard to do because sometimes with Shrine on the field, you're locked into plant monsters, but just in case is why it's in there. And now on to the XYZ, which is number 41, Bakuca, the Terrible Tired Tap Pyre. This is basically your parallel XC target. This is why we're playing Parallel Exceed. Basically, you can pull this card out before you're locked into plant monsters, and why I'm playing it. If you don't know the effect, once returned during your standby phase, detach one material from this card. That's a mandatory effect. And then if you cannot destroy it, destroy this card. This attack position card you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this attack position card with card effects. And while this card is in defense position, however, and which in most cases you will be doing, change all face-up monsters on the field to defense position. Also negate the activated effect of monsters that were in defense position when this was activated. Now, we are doing this to kind of prevent our opponent from attacking us directly, because all the link monsters, unfortunately, it does not prevent our opponents from attacking directly. So we have number 41 on the field. All those monsters get to switch to defense position, except, of course, for link monsters, which is unfortunate. But that's why we have number 41 in the deck. It basically just switches everything, change all face-up monsters on the field to defense position, prevents them from attacking directly. Of course, this is not because it goes for link monsters, because link monsters can't switch to defense position, which kind of benefits us because we're mostly just playing link monsters in the deck. We don't care if our normal monster or our effect monsters are in defense position, because the biggest attack we have is 2k, and that's on Parallel Exceed. The biggest plant monster we have in the deck is Lone Fire Blossom? Yeah, it's Lone Fire Blossom, which has 500 attack. So we don't care if our effect monsters are in defense position, but our link monsters won't be switched because, of course, you can't do that with link monsters. So that's why I am playing number 41. That is it for the deck, however. Let's get into the side. Just 3 Artifact Lancia, 3 Nib, 3 Droplet, 3 Twin Twister, 2 Cosmic Cyclones, a red reboot. You can make your side deck however you want it to be. I could probably fit Droll in here. I think I'm playing way too much back row hate. I could probably fit Droll in there somewhere. But yeah, that is it for the entire deck, however. Now let's get into some combos. Now on to the combos. This is just against a basic bot. This is not against a person or anything. This is just to show you what the deck I can do. I do lose the rock, paper, scissors here. Oh, boy, howdy. We're versing an overpowered deck. We got an okay hand. It's not the worst thing in the world. We're versing, it looks like Trickstar, though. That's terrible. We'll draw for turn. He tries Reincarnation. We'll go ahead and Ash Blossom that. And then he does his bullshit Trickstar stuff. So here we'll go ahead and normal summon Rescue Rabbit. Please don't Ash Blossom. Don't Ash Blossom. Okay. Here we go. This is just the one problem with the deck. It has a problem trying to play through a hand traps kind of thing. So here we get our 2 normal monsters. We'll go ahead and go into the Link 1 here. And then we can start the chain block here. Go into Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed's effect we'll get. And then Sunvine Shrine's effect. Or the Dryas will add the Sunvine Shrine. We'll lose our 200, then Parallel Exceed. We'll get our another Parallel Exceed. And then we'll go ahead and go into number 41, so we don't have to worry about... Oh, he's going to... No, not my Link monster. Okay, that's okay. We'll go ahead. We get Sunseed Shadow, thankfully. This is where the OTK potential I'm going to show you. We'll go back into the Link 1, because we have to. We already have both Sunvine Shrines, which is unfortunate. We'll go with Link 2 here. And then we'll go ahead and activate the Sunvine Shrine. We'll discard Rescue Rabbit, declare the effect, add back the Link 1. And then we'll go ahead and declare effect of the Sunseed Shadow. Target our Link monster, go ahead and summon the other one. And then this is when we go into our generic Link 4 here. And then we'll declare the effect, add the trap card here. And then this is where we get into the OTK potential. We can go into Sunvine Thrasher. Thrasher gets... we'll declare the effect, gain the 4K. And then here we'll go ahead and activate the other Sunvine Shrine, because there's nothing saying it's a 1 per turn. We'll declare the effect again, go to the Link 1 monster. And then we'll go ahead and do another Sunvine Thrasher, because this is also not a hard once per turn. We'll gain another 4K. I can activate this to destroy this, but I don't know how much that's going to matter here. This is the unfortunate part. Now I'm in a situation where this is not going to be good enough for game. This is unfortunate right now. Let's see. I can pop. That only does 4K. We'll just go battle phase here. We'll go ahead and attack the 1200, and then we'll attack for 4K directly. And he's going to reincarnation. That sucks. We'll attack for a good 0, and then we'll just go main 2. We don't have anything, unfortunately. We'll just pass turn here. This is the unfortunate. I discarded the trap card. Probably shouldn't have done that. And here comes Eater of Millions. Yep, I probably... Oh, no, it's in defense position. That helps us out. Number 41 is really helping us out right now. And he'll go end phase, and we'll go ahead and activate our Sunvine Shrine, destroying itself to set a Sunblind Bloom here. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to have to detach here because of number 41's effect. We'll go ahead and activate so we negate their effects. And then here we're basically set sailing. We'll just summon the level 1 just in case. Get the other Thrasher out onto the field here. And we'll declare the effect. And basically this is an OTK here. Basically I can attack. Yeah, this is game. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, we'll just go battle phase here. We're not going to risk anything. Go ahead and attack for 4K, and then attack for 4K. And then here we will attack for another 4K directly. And then here we'll attack and then declare the effect of Bloom. He gains 12,000 attack for game. That is why I kind of like the OTK potential on the deck because of that reason alone. The link you can make the link for gain 12,000 attack if you want to. So yeah, that is it for the video, however. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel. I understand Sunavalon and /Sunvine /Sunseed is not the best deck in the world, but I still think it's a very fun deck, and if it gets more support in the future, maybe it can become a threat. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.